right, this gate been closed for a long time. They didn't want anybody in here. Now the gates are open, and I got to come and do a video before they close the gates and before the cold get here. I hope it's not blurry. 1989. Husband Frank. See who all out here. Frank Brown died November 17, 1965. I can't see anymore. Oh, Miss Hattie Brown. Hattie Brown is at rest. September 1871 to 1981. Oh, I think she lived about 90 years old. At rest, you didn't have a husband? Yeah, oh, husband. Okay, so that's Frank's wife, Hattie Brown. Okay. When he died in 1965. She died in 1981. So she lived a good some years after him. In loving memory of Leola J.H. Means, 1918 to 2001, Summers Frank home. Okay. This cemetery here is a black cemetery. They say it's an African cemetery. I guess there used to be a church here somewhere. And these are the graves to these folks. Now, Mr. Carlton James, U.S. Army, World War II, 1922 to 1992. So they look like he lived what? Okay, there I am. Not good with math again, but I think it's a good 70 years. I don't know. All right. In loving memory, Hillary Hamlet, Alpha, 12/31/1920, Omega, January the 3rd, 1997. Okay, Summer Funeral Home. Okay, so it looked like a lot of these people went to Summer's funeral home. I guess that would be in Ocala, Florida. Rosa Hart, July 29th, 1916 to August 6th, 2001. She lived a long time, Miss Rosa Hart. Alrighty. A lot of trees and everything been falling off the branches here. This tree look like it's been here for a long time. It's dead too. And it's gonna fall soon. Alright, Mr. Albert James Sr., Tech 5. Don't know what that means. From the U.S. Army, World War II, September 11, 1923 to 2011. Alright, now something else is here. Oh, I got this little plant right here at my house, where I live at. And he got it where he lives at. So, I don't know what this is. But it have a thing here. So I don't know. Maybe it's ashes. I can't pull it up. Alright. Somebody, Miss Linda James. She passed recently. November 22nd, 1949 to October the 9th, 2019. Rest in heaven with peace of mind. Okay. Miss Linda, she apparently was a Christian lady. So who else we have out here? So maybe the church was right over here in this here area. I don't know, because usually the cemetery is behind it. There's a chair over there. Somebody look like there's a fresh grave, and somebody comes out here all the time. They probably the one that had the people to open the gates, because the gates been closed for a long time. And they wouldn't let anyone back here. So, but now they starting to let people back here. So, I'm tipping back here. Miss Minnie Givens, May 18, 1896 to 1972. Safe with Jesus. Okay, Solomon Willis. Solomon Willis, Florida PFC. I hope this video is clear, because usually when I do these videos, they don't come out so clear. February 17, 1923 to 1971. He was in World War II. Everybody was in World War II. All right, Mr. Henry Young, June 30th, 1907 to 1981. He lived, looked like 70-something years. And this is his grave. All right, we get into some up-to-date ones. Texana Givens, born in 1915, died in 1986. Texana Givens, what a name. That's unique. Uh-oh. I see something. Beloved daughter, Cynthia McElroy, December 7, 1956 to 2011. In loving memory. All right, Miss Bessie Mae Hagen's white. So that means that she probably was married to a white. And he might be somewhere around here. But I don't see him. But beloved mother, Bessie Mae Hagen's white, 1930 to 2012. She led a pretty long life. In loving memory, son, Rusty Travails Centel Harrison, September 9th, 1979 to October 18, 1997. He didn't live that long. So 79 to 97 would be, what, 20 years? Yeah, 20 years. He only was 20 years old when he died. I have to look him up and see what happened to him. Samuel Pohl, U.S. Army, Vietnam, March 31st, 1943, December 29th, 1995. Oh, I see a no interesting cemetery there. All right, in loving memory, Ms. Rosetta Mays, 1948, 2001. Ms. Rosetta Mays. I don't know how long that she lived. All right, Miss Carolyn Bell Mobley, in loving memory, Alpha, 1975 to 2021. Died pretty young. Way over here. Let's see who's buried over here. Now, over there is a farm. Oh, gosh, the man is looking at me. He's sitting on this thing looking at me. I ain't even see him right there. Loving and passionate mother, Nana, sister, and aunt, Bonnie Richardson Simmons, 1942 to 2023. And they got some nice flowers there. They've been visiting her recently. Purple. Oh, wow, look over there. Okay. Oh, cows, look at the cows. Black cow, y'all looking at me? Yeah, you see me, didn't me? And he's sitting up there watching me too. I don't like that. But anyway, who's here? 1961. I-N-T-O-N, Enton, Reverend Enton Howard, 1874 to 1961. Okay. Good Lord. They need to come and clean this cemetery. Hurricanes done knocked the trees down. Somebody tried to clean it, looked like. But here we go. Alrighty. Who are you? Mother Ella Faison, Pine Set, 1886 to 1976. I'm not going to do the math on that. I don't know if she lived 90 years old or how old. I'm not good with math. George Gandy, 1903 to 1988. Mr. George Gandy. Lived a pretty long time. All right, here we go. Seeing who all out here at the cemetery that they kept closed. They didn't want, I guess they didn't want nobody out here. But they done opened the gate now. So now I got to get out on top of people's graves and stuff. Just to see. Temptress Seller. I don't know how to pronounce that. 1970 to 2020. East Side Funeral Home. All right, East Side Funeral Home, not Summer. A lot of them was born. Went to Summers Funeral Home. Okay. Miss Carolyn Bradley. November 30th, 1963 to 2019. East Side Funeral Home. Another East Side. Look like all these along this road is East Side, and all those along that road over there is Summers Funeral Home. Alrighty. Clarence D. Mobley, January 20th, 1955 to 2016. East Side Funeral Home. Once again, East Side have a lot of business out here. Harry Mobley, Jr., 12/23/1948. Look like 7/11/2001. Oh, look at Miss Rosetta Mays. But I forgot something here. Let's say, Mom, deep in our hearts, you'll always stay loved and missed every day. All right. Okay. Oh boy, look at here. We got a baby. So, Gwendolyn Pearl Rollins, 1953 to 2022. East Side, once again, East Side Funeral Home. Now here we got old, what's the name? Baby name here. Kylie Kimora Marsh, February 8th, 2023 to October the 6th, 2023. Jacobs Funeral Home. Okay. Miss Kaylee didn't live that long, but a few months. I don't know what happened to the baby. But they got a nice little cemetery here. I mean, a little plot here for the baby. The Gidgy. Okay. Mr. Leroy Lasky, 1944-2002, East Side Funeral Home. The East Side High. And here we got a loving mother, Ruby Lee Mobley. Miss Ruby Lee died in September of 1991. And I think she was born in 1925. So I don't know how old she would be. Beloved daughter. Come on now. Beloved daughter Cynthia McElroy, 1956 to 2011. I don't know how long she lived. Oh, Texana Givens. I already did you, Texana. So, now, is that man still watching me? I don't see him. I see the cows, but I don't see him. He saw me recording them. But you know what? I gotta go over here. See who was buried over here. And this here, the hurricane done some damage. Or these trees are very old and they just fell. Started falling and they falling on tombstone. What's going on here? Okay, look at Miss Daisy Murray, 1909 to 1973. Mom, you're always in my heart. In my heart. So like she only had one child. Your son, Willie Terry. Alrighty. Oh, this the Terry family. Okay. She was born in 1909, 1973, and you have these over here, Terry's. A.M.E, 1929 to 1999. And Willie, we love you, Corrine, Terry, and family. All right, Mr. Willie, 1927 to 2009. So he lived a good 10 years after his wife passed away. Looked like they lived a pretty long life too, so they did good. Jeremy J. Smith, March 26, 1989 to 2016, didn't live that long. I'll try to look them up and see why. In loving memory, Willie Terry Jr., 1963 to 2022, Summers Funeral Home. Now, these people didn't live that long. Definitely Jeremy, 1989 to 2016. All right, the Terry family, what's going on with y'all? All right. Let's go around here. Oh, look at here. Got a tombstone right here by the... So being that these are facing this way, that means that they just this way. I don't see a name on this one. So this one had to be here in the 1800s somewhere. And it was buried by a tree. A lot of people buried next to trees or put a tree on top of it for whatever reason the ritual is. Over here we got Leonard Gardner Sr., 1946 to 1998. Can I put it up close? Okay. This is a black cemetery. I think they made it into a Spanish later on. It went from an African cemetery from way back in the days, and now it turned into a Spanish. I got to look it up. It ain't much history on this place, but I have to do more research to see what the word is. Oh boy, I'm still getting stuck by everything. In loving memory, Polly Gertrude Ulmer, 1950 to 2023. Summers Funeral Home once again. Summers Funeral Home has a lot of business out here. That one don't have a name on it. So it must was here since the 1800s, being that it's up like that. All right, we got Miss. Who we have here? Nina Tan, T-A-N-N-E, I think. Tanner, born October 11, 1892, died 1959. Yeah, that would be right from the looks of the grave. All right, all black cemetery, African cemetery, turned later on, many years later, into a Spanish cemetery. It was an African church here. Now it's and they didn't open the gates. Gates been closed for a very long time. Henry Tanner, okay. So there's Nina Tanner over, I was right. 1908 to 1946. Yeah, I was right, Nina Tanner. Okay, this is the Tanner family. This their section. And this is Mose Tanner. Get a good look. 2023, I can't tell. Died 1951. Mose Tanner. And then we got the veteran here, look like Alfonso Tanner, 1943, died 1968. would have made him about 25 years old. He must have died in the military or while he was at war. I don't know. Who we have here? Ali. Ollie. Can't see the name that good. Can't see too much of anything. Looked like he was born in 1894 and died in 1945. If they have a website with these people on it, then I can look them up and get their names. Okay. Also out here we got, good Lord. Oh, look at me. I'm gonna be putting these sticker things off me for a while. James Butler Hope Sr., SP4 U.S. Army, Vietnam, 1945 to 2011. Loving father. I don't know how many kids he had, but now we got Vida LaShawn Hope, 1969 to 1974. God, how long? 1969 to 1974. 5 years old? Okay. Here's a writing here, but I don't know if I should read it. If tears could build a stairway and memories a lane, I'd walk right up to heaven and bring you home again. 5 years old, Vida LaShawn Hope. Evangelist Geneva Brooks, 1918 to 1990, lived a long time. Lived a good life. I say a long time is a good life. You can hear happy birthday. Somebody bought these here a long time ago. Herbert Lee Brooks Sr. He was born in 1941, died in 2020. Outstanding Tommy man. Another tombstone by Summers Funeral Home. Here we go here. In loving memory, Ernestine Hope Brooks, September 19, 1940, died in 2025. A mom for all, her legacy will live on. Okay, a mom for all. A lot of people must have called her mom. Okay. Celebrating the life of Nora Hope Shelton, 1912-2003, Summers Funeral Home once again. Over here we got the Walkers. Clarence Sr., 1930, so that means he's still alive. 70 years, May 9th, 2023. Lorraine Smith Butter. Oh, they call her Butter. My godmother name was Miss Butter. 1936 to 2023. I think they probably opened up the gates over there because of Miss Walker here. Because the gates was closed for a long time. They didn't let anyone in here. I mean, the gates was closed. I came in here. I crossed the gate. Because I wanted to see the cemetery. Because I like cemeteries. Volunteer fireman. Emerson G. Walker, 1964 to 1986. So that means 22 years old. He died at 22. And by they said that he was a volunteer fireman, he must have died in a fire. I don't know. He probably died helping somebody. Lorena K. Walker, 1956 to 2004. Probably buried, let me see, 1956. And this man, Mr. Clarence Walker Jr., Sergeant U.S. Army, Persian Gulf, 1955 to 2013. So they probably was married. And if he passed away in 2013, she passed away in 2004. Okay. There is no headstone here for this person. But there's one here for Lorenzo F. Hope, 1920 to 2003. Okay. I hope this isn't blurry. Duval Hope, 1916. Let me get a little closer. To 1993. All right. And there's nothing that I can see on this one. But it looked like a snake or something, probably, or something dug a hole there. Okay, can't see any name on that one. Alrighty. Who else do we have out here? Somebody got a chair right here, so they come out and visit this person, whoever this is right here. They don't have a tombstone yet, however. Let me see if I can read this. 1970. They got mildew on it, and I don't want to touch that. 1977 to 2000. Look like 2013. Philip Wiley. Look like Philip Wiley. And whoever this is comes out here and visit Mr. Philip Wiley. And I think they probably put a tombstone there, a headstone there soon, since they have a chair right there. They come out here and visit him, so he's still loved by somebody. Okay, Miss Mother Emma Nelson, 1880 to 1966. 1880, this lady almost lived 100 years old. So, look like she lived about 80 something, 86 years old. Okay. Oh, somebody tomb headstone facing the west. Everybody else is facing the east, but I'll go over there and see who that is. Oh God, these things, look at that. I'm covered in them. I barely can walk. They tearing me up. Goodness. I'm about to take off these pants. That's why I wore long pants out here. All right. Rory L. Dixon, 1972 to 2011. Didn't live that long either. I'm not going to add and calculate how long these people live, because I'll probably be wrong. In loving memory, okay, Shaquille Antonio Sanchez. Yeah, age 31. So, yeah, this used to be a African cemetery that was behind the church. I got the name at the beginning of the video, the sign out there. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it later on turned into a Spanish. So it went from African church to a Spanish church. So you have African and you have Spanish people that's out here. R.I.P. Pensacola, Be Still, Sunrise, 1918 to 201. Frank Steele, 1954 to 1988. Okay, so now there we go. He lived what, 34 years? 34 years old. And this person here, 1922 to 1931. So here we go again. Oh no, 1822 to 1931. Name Peneae Jones. Panay Jones. Now we got somebody here. Up, and their headstone is facing the west. Probably was facing the east, but DJ Brown. Oh, DJ Brown Funeral Home. Wait a minute. The name is Leroy Jones. Leroy Jones. All right, Mr. Leroy. And this tombstone here also have the headstone facing the west and not the east. All these back here facing the west for some reason. I don't know why. Nothing's on it. No, nothing's on it. These being on top of the ground mean that they probably was here since the 1800s. And then we got Mr. Johnny Lee Mack, 1960 to 1973. I meant 1978. He, 18 years old. He died at 18 years old. DJ Brown Funeral Home. Now these back here was from DJ Brown's funeral home that might not exist no more. And but the ones up there from Summer Funeral Home, look at here. Now this is facing the west when most tombstones face the east. Mr. Ethel Johnson, 1921 to 1983. All right, Mr. Ethel. I got you, recognizing you. Could be a wife right here next to him. I don't know. I don't know. A lot of these are unmarked. Uh-oh, we got some old face in the west. Facing the west. Look at Miss Doris. Hey, Miss Doris. Doris Johnson, 1943 to 2005. Look, Miss Doris Johnson. I hope this camera ain't blurry, because some of my videos been coming out blurry. I like when they have pictures and stuff on their headstone, but I got to find out why they facing the west and the rest of the tomb headstones are facing the east. That's some type of tradition. Clyde Johnson Graham, 1915 to the year 2000. So, and that's Miss, come on now, Clyde Johnson. Now, I'm going to do her again because I don't know, this camera looked like it had done messed up on me. Miss Doris Johnson. Like I said, this was an African cemetery that they had closed out. They didn't want anybody to come in here for the longest. That gate over there was locked where nobody can come in. I used to jump the gate and come back here. Oh, here we go. Mr. Prince Roberts, 1944 to 2011. Cunningham Funeral Home. This is the first I've seen old Cunningham Funeral Home. Okay. I'm gonna do a video of you guys. Okay. Here's somebody else. How young or how old was they? Look like they was in the army. This was in the Korea Army. James Simon, RCT, whatever that means. U.S. Army, Korea, 1931 to 2015. See, I'm doing this cemetery because nobody has videos of this cemetery. And a lot of cemeteries, a lot of black cemeteries in Ocala, Florida. I've looked them up and I haven't seen none of the black cemeteries being recorded and put online from Ocala, Florida. So I'm gonna do it. And I'm doing it. Wayman Hope, June 11th, 1918 to 1998. Lived a pretty good long time. So I'm kind of honored that I'm the one that's doing these videos of these cemeteries that nobody have done. Clarence Hope, 1894 to, wait a minute, look like 1981, but no, it's got to be 1804 to 1881. I don't know. Now see, I keep hitting the button and they keep acting like this phone wanna cut off or something. Okay, I'm gonna try to get everybody that's out here. Monroe Hope, 1884 to 1977. Oh wow. So that means Monroe lived to be 100 and, now I want to get this right, 103 years old. Monroe Hope, 1884. lived to be 103 years old. And here's somebody else from the Hope family. Allie, or Ollie Hope. Let me get a nice picture of that, so when I do the video, because I'm the only one who got footage of these cemeteries here in Ocala, the all black cemetery. That this cemetery here was all black, then it turned into Spanish cemetery. Mother Mary Johnson, 1917 to 1986. Okay, I don't know how long she lived. I'm not good with math, like I said. Okay, she's a Johnson that's married, and this is Malachi. So she was born in 1917. He was born in 1914. Well, it say mother, then it say father. So that means that they probably was married. And she died, good Lord, she died, must be about 30 years before her husband died. So I don't know if he remarried or not, but Mr. Malachi Johnson. Let me get a close-up of him, so when I do the video, I can put it up there. 1914 to 2017. Alrighty. Yeah, these people here haven't had nobody to visit them in a long time. Look at these flowers. These flowers been through some hurricanes, but they still here. They still here. Oh, look at that. Somebody said, hey, bro. Quick clips. All right, quick clips. I don't know. I think he speaks to me every time I come and do a video. I think he speaks to me. Plumber Hope Sr. No? Yeah. Plumber Hope Sr. 1919 to 1997. There we go. And see, yeah, these people still have family that come out here. These are recent headstones. And I'm glad that I got some good footage of it, since I'm the only one who has footage of this cemetery. Nobody else does these cemeteries, and I'm going to find all the hidden cemeteries that people don't have footage of, and I'm going to be putting them online. Millie Lee Hope, 1921 to 2008, our mother. So this is the Hope family. Plumber Hope Sr., 1919, so he had to be married to Miss Willie Lee, and she's what, 2 years younger than him, and she passed away 11 years after he passed away. Okay, now I've never seen this kind before. To go Jamel Monroe Hope. This is the Hope family still. 1978 to 2007. Didn't live that long. Lived a short life. I don't know why, but I would like to look them up and see that they make the news. Monroe Hope Jr. Monroe Hope. So Monroe, whose name was Monroe? Somebody else's name was Monroe. Monroe Hope. Oh, his name Janelle Monroe Hope. And this just Monroe Hope that passed away in 2000, looked like 2006, was born in 1921. Okay. So if he was born in 1921 and over here was born in 1978, might be a grandfather. Probably named him after his grandfather. And yeah, all these the Hopes. These the Hopes family. 1926 to 2007. Lenny J. Hope, 1926 to 2007. Pinkley Smith Funeral Home. Okay. So we got the Pinkley Funeral Home. We got Summer Funeral Home. I forgot the name of them other funeral homes over there, but we're finna find out who this is. It's probably a Hope. It's probably a Hope. Let me see. Cunningham Funeral Home. And the name, I don't know, but it looked like they were born in 1969 and died in, I can't, but it is the Hope though. Somebody from the Hope family. If this place have a website, I'll find it. I don't know if I did old Deborah Spencer, 1969 to 2013, Loving Mother. Okay, I got you. Now, is that man still over there looking at me? No, he's not on the thing, but he could be looking at me. That has this barn over here. The gate is open now, so it was closed for years, but the gate is open now. So I don't think that he can see trespassing. Alrighty. Who we have here? Let me clean you off. I bet you guys can't even see. It's probably blurry. Elizabeth Rhoda Pinckney, June 1934 to 2014, beloved mother and grandmother. Okay, Pinckney. Teresa Franklin, let me get a good view, good shot of you. 1956 to 2021. I still would say that she lived a pretty long, good life. She didn't die as a child or a teenager or in her 20s, so that's good. Now this was a pastor here. Pastor Samuel L. Franklin, born in 1957, and died in 2014. Yeah, that man looking at me somewhere. He done parked this little thing right there, and he's watching me. But that's okay. Okay, what it is. Now, Hattie Franklin, born in 1930 and died in 2010. 1930 and 2010. Like what? Been a long time, probably in the 70s or 80s. Okay. Forever in Our Hearts, Arthella G. Stewart, 1931 to 2020. My granddaddy was born in 1931 and died in 2020. Snow's Funeral Ministry. Okay. So she lived a pretty long time. All right, sir, if you're watching me, I need to stop thinking about that man watching me. Lewis Mounts Jr., SSG, U.S. Army, born 1948 and died in 1993. So he looked like he was about 50-something years old. Still lived a good life. Look at Mr. Derrick with a name like that. Derrick James, 1962 to 2002. Summers Funeral Home again. Miracle. Okay, I figured that. Miracle Nakia Franklin, 2001 to 2002. So she was born, I don't think she lived a whole year, because she was born in October the 1st, 2001, and died July 12th, 2002. She didn't even live, and they named her Miracle, so she probably was born sick or sickly, I don't know. And they knew that she wasn't going to live long. The doctors probably already told them, and so they named the child Miracle. The mom probably had problems giving birth to, I don't know. Carol Franklin, look like Carol is still alive, but she done paid for her address when she passed away. Date of birth, wait a minute, no. Date of birth, 1958, died 1999. So let me get back so I can get a good view of it. Okay, here we go. Another headstone facing the west, while the rest of them is facing the east. That's Louis F. Curry, Look at the spider on it. 1918 to 1997. Lived to be an older man. To about 70-something years old, if that's old to you. In loving memory, Eva Lewis Burton. 1947 to 1995. So, I don't know. So, 1947 to 1995 would be what? Almost 50 years old? Good Lord, it died at the same age that I am right now. Whole thing. Albert Franklin, 1955 to 1993. Yeah, these people didn't live that long. So, this person didn't even live to be 40 years old. Okay. Come on, let me wipe it clean for the video. Jerry James, 12/25/1931 to 1990. All right, we got these here that... Okay, I done got closer to this farm. Now, I don't see the man. But here we go. Mark Franklin Jr., 1931 to... Got to get a close-up of it. 1987. And Stephanie Franklin, 1983. So Mark must have passed away 4 years after his wife, and it's a possibility that that's her. I don't know. Could be. I don't know. Now, I'm almost finished with this cemetery. Doretha James, 1937 to 2001. Summers again, funeral home. Adley Richards, 1925 to 1970. I gotta get some close-up footage of these so when I do my video, because I'm the only one that got video footage of this cemetery. Nowhere else is it online. Randolph Richards Sr., U.S. Army, World War II, 1926 to 2001. A lot of people fought in World War II that is buried here in Ocala, Florida. In loving memory, Rhoda Denise James, 1968 to 2021. She has the same name as Rhoda Cromes at the Crome Cemetery, named after Harold Crome or whatever his name, H. Crome, wife, Rhoda. Okay, Benjamin Stoney. Gotta get you. Oh shoot, who that moving? Benjamin Stoney Mount Sr., born 1921. How long did he live? I ain't got enough strength to push that back, but he died December, looked like 1952. So he wasn't even 30 years old. Hopefully this cemetery have a website or web page so I can look these people up and do a better video. Oscar Barron, PVT, U.S. Oh, look at the lizard. You over here looking at cemetery tombstones too? Okay. Look at you. Vietnam, 1945 to 1987. Okay, now here's another old one. Lucius, that's a popular name, Lucius. Amongst the Spanish people, I think. Since this is a Spanish cemetery, it's an African cemetery and a Spanish cemetery. First it was an African church, then the Spanish took over the church and they buried these people back here in the back of the church that don't exist no more. 1894 to 1960, and this is, I got to get everything, so, because I'm the only one that got video footage of this cemetery. I'm proud to say it, and I'm gonna keep on saying it. Okay. In remembrance of our beloved mother, Mary Alice Barron, 1910 to 1991. She lived a long life. They put a new headstone up that was the headstone before. So, yeah, our beloved mother. They do love their mother. Okay. Now I'm walking through all type of stuff to get some footage. Walter Hope. Now the Hope family is way on over there. I don't know why they got him separated from them way on over here. 1926 to 2002. There we go. Better view. Okay. Now I think I done almost covered everybody. Just about, unless they don't have a headstone, they got a rock. And I haven't seen the rock. I done walked past the rock, but look like I got about 2 more. Well, actually, I see another one. Wait a minute. Thaddeus, I like that name. Thaddeus Franklin. U.S. Army, World War I. Okay, somebody fought in World War I for the first time. Everybody else fought in World War II. 1892 to 1992. Lived 100 years old. So he didn't want to fight in World War II. He gave that up after that first war. Looked like he probably shell-shocked him. What's this? Raymond Barron, 1943. Got the see, I don't have a good view of it. 1943 to 1997. Now we got 2 here. Now that one don't have a name on it, so I don't have to get any closer to that. And this one here that's beside it, see if I can get something off of it. And I can. Oscar Richard. And that's all I can get. Oscar Richard. So I'm going to do that like that. Wait. I need to make sure I got good footage of it. Come on now. Okay. Now, I think I done covered everybody that's seeable at this cemetery. Okay, I'm glad I came out here and did this, since I'm the only one who, because they had it closed where nobody couldn't get in. Well, they didn't want nobody to get in, but I got in. But now the gates are open. They had the gates locked over there, which I'm going to show that on my way out of here. And I don't know if I got this person or not, but I don't think so. Mr. Leonard Gardner Sr., 1946. Okay, I got to do the whole tombstone because I'm going to put this on social media. 1946 to 1998. So it looked like he was 2 years shy of his 50th birthday. So, young man. I'm the same age. I'm 48 years old. And he died when he was 48 years old. Matter of fact, what? August, September, October, two months ago. So, oh, he was in the Air Force. Yeah. Okay. Let me take a picture of that. Oh, somebody say don't with shoes on. Don't with shoes on? What? Don't step on the cemetery, on the graves. I think we step on graves everywhere we go. A lot of places, our houses are built on some of these graves. We don't know where graves are really. I got graves in my backyard with my animals. Housel Franklin, U.S. Army. Let me get a good close-up. World War II, 1900 to... Now, you got to move out the way. You got to. Now, let's do this again. Okay, to 1980. So, lived exactly 80 years old. Now, somebody is right here. Look at these trees. The hurricanes done came and done not, but these trees right here are so old. So old that they just falling all on the tombstones and stuff like that. They need to cut all these trees. Look at them, how they leaning over. And then they may fall on these here headstones, and people done paid all that money for them. And I don't know if they reimburse these people back. You know, if these trees and limbs fall on their headstones and stuff like that, or do they have to pay for another headstone? I don't know. I mean, but would it be fair? I don't know. Who is this? But I wouldn't want to pay for something and have to keep paying for it just because the city chose not to chop the trees down. Now, this name here, B-L-A-H-C-H-E, last name W-O-R-M-A-C-K, Warmack. So that looked like Blanche Warmack, 1896 to 1975. Lived a long time. Lived a long time. So, okay. And it's right next to this here farm. I'm going to walk over there. That man, he's outside and he's watching me, but I'm going to get close enough to show. Look at the cows over there. They watching me. And I'm finna go and get closer to them. Where that man at? Now, it could be some over here. And I'm probably missing. Did I come over here and do this, man? If not, I'm going to do them now. Morris Terry, Florida. So his name Morris J. Terry. That's another Terry. There's a lot of Terrys born out. Home is out here. Truck company, World War II. He also fought in World War II. 1917 to 1950. Do you like that? Okay. Now, boy, look at these trees. I wonder did they fall on somebody's headstone? Did they fall on somebody? They had to. Look at here. See, I know they did, because I'm finding graves and stuff out here hidden. Look at here. I'm gonna let y'all see what I see. Look at them cows over there. Yeah, y'all looking at me. How you doing? Yeah. And so the man that owns it, he's right back there somewhere. And he's been watching me. But I didn't break into this cemetery. The gates are open and they let us come back here. It was closed. Now, I got to jump down and I'm already, look at me. I'm covered. And I see walls and everything, but here we go. I got to get it though. I got to get it. It won't make no sense for me to do a video and don't show everybody who's out here. Nobody done a video or have any footage of this cemetery. Now, Ludi, I think Ludi, let me step back. Ludi Mack, born 1893, died 1960. Okay. I don't know about that headstone. That's an old headstone, so okay, I gotta get out of here. Now it's a rock right here. Now when you see a rock, sometimes back in the 1800s, and they used a rock as a headstone. Yeah, they used the rock as a headstone with some people who, I don't know, they didn't know who these people was, or okay. Yeah, see, the trees just falling. These trees are so old out here, falling on the headstones and everything, and I don't know how that works. If they're gonna make the families pay, but do the family know about it? I don't think the family know, because they don't come out here, seem like. And they had the gate closed where people couldn't come out here, and the gate was locked for many years. They just now opened the gate for people to come out here at this cemetery. I'm going to show the name once again when I get ready to leave up out here, because I think it's a Spanish name. It used to be an African church here on the property, and they buried the African people here until the Spanish took over. The Spanish owned the church, and then the Spanish started bringing their families to be buried out here at this cemetery. And now that they have it open and available, I'm out here to show it, because nobody has footage of this cemetery. Nobody did videos. I already looked it up to see if anybody did any videos of this place. I will be doing more videos in Ocala, Florida, with a lot of black cemeteries, because I don't see none of the black cemeteries from Ocala, Florida that's online. So somebody got to do it, and I guess that somebody's going to be me, and I'm going to have to do it before the cold come in, because the cold coming in quick, because it's the end of October. It's going to be Halloween or Hallows Eve, and the ghost's going to be coming out. Okay, I did all of those. I did everybody. And now I'm about to show the name of this place. I think it's off of Highway 475. Look, what's this over here? All hid up in the woods. What is this place? Now don't tell me now that's a cemetery over there. You can't get to that. But I don't know what that place is over there. But anyway, I'm about to show. Now, if the church was on this here property, I don't know where the church could have stopped, because it wouldn't have been it must have been a small church. They say the church was at the front up here, and they buried the people in the back of the church, which that's where you see this here cemetery at. So it had to be a small church. But, and see, here's the gate right here. They had this gate right here closed for many years for nobody to enter into this cemetery. They kept it private. And the name of the cemetery, we got Mount Pisgah A.M.E. Cemetery. And it has RIP 1903 to 2023 Association Incorporated. So I don't know if they started address 13291, and I think this is Highway 475. There we go again. Mount Pisgah A.M.E. Church. Now, if you look this place up, you probably don't find any history here. I don't know, but it's down the road from, I think that's 484 right there, that red light. And there's a liquor store and a gas station there, along with a barbershop right next to it. And up here, you know what? I'm gonna walk over here, and I hope I don't get in trouble, because I think I know there's what you call them places that you go and buy your trees and your plants and stuff from, that's right next to this place. But I'm going to be nosy, because I want to see what this was. But they do have a mailbox here, so I'm not going to go up in it. Oh, somebody live here. Okay. Okay, that's what it is. Oh, that's what I was looking at. Okay. Just making sure. All right. You seen the name of the cemetery? And I'm the first one to have footage of it. So, there you have it. And I'm out of here.